Paeyball is a game played on a playing table which is divided by a goal. Paeyball is played with a special spherical ball. The objective of the game is to properly send the ball over or through the goal to the opponent's side of the table. If the opponent manages to return the ball, then a rally will occur. The player has one hit for returning the ball except in double touch pay, an alley-oop pay game where the player must have 2 hits. The ball is put in play with a service, hit by the player over or through the goal to their opponent. When the serve ball touches the goal or the edge of the table, it is considered an edge ball. Then the server needs to repeat the serve. In pay games, where the ball must pass over the goal when serving, the ball has to be completely behind the table. In pay games where the ball must pass through the goal when serving, the ball has to be in the touch with the imaginary line of the end of the table. Each player has 3 consecutive serves in a row. If the score is tied at 12 points, then the players will need to change service for each point until the end of the set. Players need to change the playing side alternatively after each set. In pay games where the ball must pass over the goal, the return ball has to bounce on the opponent's side once. During a rally, the ball can touch the goal and the edge of the table. If the ball bounces back from the goal and the ball has not hit the floor or the table, in pay games where the ball must pass over the goal, or the ball has not hit the floor, in pay games where the ball must pass through the goal, then the player can still keep the ball in play. The player winning a rally scores a point. The player will score a point when the opponent fails to make a correct service or correct return. When the opponent catches, holds, throws, or carries the ball, palming. When the opponent touches the playing surface or goal or moves the table. When opponent plays with the part of the body which is not allowed according to the type of game. When the opponent crosses the extended imaginary line of the playing fields. One set plays up to 12 points, obtained in the 2-point gap, or the first 7 points in a row that are earned. The player winning 3 sets wins a pay game. When the score is tied at 2 sets, then the decisive 5th set is played until 15 points are obtained in the 2-point gap. In a game of doubles, players should make alternative returns. Each player serves 3 alternative serves in a row. In a game of triples, on the side which has 2 players, a return ball will be passed from the first player to the second player, who has to pass the ball to the opponent's side. In seat pay games, players must be in a sitting position, and they should not get up from the chair during the rally. In total pay game, a served ball has to pass through the goal. A return ball can pass over or through the goal. In absolute pay game and full pay game, served ball has to pass over the goal. A return ball can pass over or through the goal. When served or returned ball passes over the goal, it is allowed that the ball touches either the goal, the table, or both. Optional 1 bounce of the ball on the ground is allowed. In under-over games, the served ball and first return ball have to pass through the goal. Second and third return ball have to pass over the goal and in advance in the same order. In alley-oop pay game, the player will pass the returned ball with 2 touches, where the first touch must be with the hand and the second with the head. In grasshopper pay game, the return ball has to bounce on the player's side of the table first and then on the opponent's side.